Hey y'all, what's up? It's Nicole, and I had to get on here and go live today because I have got to tell you guys what I just went to the bookstore and got. And I'm super, super excited, and I want to know if you guys want me to start reading it to y'all because I think it would be freaking amazing. Look, Recovery by Russell Brand, Freedom from Addictions. So, I am so excited to read this book, you guys. It's a 12-step book. It's like loosely based on the 12 steps. I mean, like he's got a list of the 12 steps on the very back. I'm going to read them to you so you can get a gist of what it's going to be like. Okay, so here we go. Step 1. Are you a bit fucked? Step 2. Could you not be fucked? Step 3. Are you, on your own, going to unfuck yourself? Step 4. Write down all the things that are fucking you up or have ever fucked you up, and don't lie or leave anything out. 5. Honestly tell someone trustworthy about how fucked up you are. 6. Well, that's a lot of fucked up patterns. Do you want to stop it? Seriously. Step 7. Are you willing to live in a new way that's not all about you and your previous fucked up stuff? You have to. 8. Prepare to apologize to everyone for everything affected by your being so fucked up. 9. Now apologize, unless that would make things worse. 10. Watch out for fucked up thinking and behavior and be honest when it happens. 11. Stay connected to your new perspective. And 12. Look at life less selfishly. Be nice to everyone. Help if you can. So I'm I'm going to read the introduction to you guys and then tell me what you think. And it's, again, this book right here called Recovery, Freedom from Addiction. So, let's start out in the introduction. So here we go. You and your children and everyone you love is hurtling toward the boneyard. I know you know. We all know, but because it yields so few likes on Facebook, we purr on in blinkered compliance, filling our days with temporary fixes. A coffee here, an eBay purchase there, a half-hearted wonk or flirt. Some glinting twitch of pleasure like a slivery stitch on a cadaver to tide you over. And you're probably too clever to repose in God or to pick up some dusty book where the poetry creaks with loathing for women or gays or someone. Maybe if quantum physics could come up with some force or web or string or something that tethers the mystery to something solid, something measurable, you'd think again. But until then, there's nothing but an empty grave and a blank tombstone. So no one's going to blame you if you perch on a carousel of destructive relationships and unfulfilling work, whirling around, never still, never truly looking within, never really going home. Because I had the gift of desperation, because I fucked my life up so royally, I had no option but to seek and accept help. Since being relieved of the more obvious manifestations of my incessant drives and appetites, I have paced backwards like a flunky leaving the queen through a series of less obvious and not lethal but still bloody uncomfortable addictions. I believe that what the 12 steps and their encompassing philosophy, which I will lay out for you in these pages, will provide is nothing less than a solution to the dissatisfaction of living and dying, to anyone with the balls to do the work. And it is work. Indeed, it is a personal rebirth, and the journey entails all manner of uncomfortable confrontations with who you truly are. Be honest. Have you ever sat down and inventoried all the things that bug you? The childhood skirmishes, seething stings of patriarchal rage, your fury with the government or traffic or global warming or racism or Apple for constantly changing their chargers. When are you planning to become the person you were born to be? To recover your connection to an intended path? On holiday? When the kids leave school? When you get a pay raise? Tick tock, tick tock. I am not writing this book because I think I'm better than you. I know I'm worse. I have spasmed and spluttered through life, motored by unconscious drives, temporarily fixing in a way so crude and ineffectual that the phenomenon is conveniently observable. The condition in extreme is identifiable, but the less obvious version of addiction is still painful and arguably worse because we simply adapt to living in pain and never countenance the beautiful truth. There is a solution. Do you hear that, guys? There is a solution. You don't have to live like this anymore. You do not have to be in your active addiction. You do not have to struggle anymore, and you are not alone. We adapt to the misery of an unloving home, of unfulfilling work, of empty friendships and lacquered alienation. The 12-step program, which has saved my life, will change the life of anyone who embraces it. I have seen it work many times with people with people with addiction. Issues of every hue: drug, sex, relationships, food, work, smoking, technology, pornography, hoarding, gambling, everything. Because the instinct that drives the compulsion is universal. It is an attempt to solve the problem of disconnection, alienation, tepid despair, and because the problem is ultimately being human in an environment that is curiously ill-equipped to deal with the challenges that entails. We are all on the addiction scale. This is so good already. Those of us born with clear-cut and blatant substance addiction are in many ways the lucky ones. We alcoholics and junkies have minimized our mystery to tiny cycles of craving and fulfillment. Our pattern is easier to observe and therefore, with commitment and help, easier to resolve. If your personal pattern happens to be the addiction equivalent of the long-form contrick as opposed to a short grift, it can take ages to know just what your problem is. If you're addicted to bad relationships, bad food, abusive bosses, conflict, or pornography, it can take a lifetime to spot the problem, and apparently a lifetime is all we have. This book is just not about extremists like me. No, this book is about you. So I'm going to leave off there. I love you guys. Please let me know if you want me to read this. Bye.